Oi oi my drillers, it's your geezer Big Doddy Cow here, and today I'm gonna teach you how to play Demonology Warlock in Mythic Plus. So yeah, this is gonna cover builds for tyrannical and fortified weeks, and a few tips on how to deal with things. So first of all, I think I'm just gonna show you my talents. Let me show you my talents. Right. I'm going to tell you this vocally. Behind my webcam, there are no talents selected, yeah? You can see just here, Fell Synergy and Frequent Donor. They're the only ones partially covered by my webcam that are actually selected. Resolute Barrier behind here, not selected. So, I run with these talents for the class tree. I don't change them up in my keys, I don't. I keep it the same. Keep it the same. Right, and in terms of the class, this is our Pit Lord build for AoE. This is it's quite a good one. I like it. You can change your points around with inner demons. Maybe put them all in demonic calling, or take them all out and throw it all in inner demons. Up to you. This I'll just do that. So these two are just swappable. You can swap these talents about. If you don't like inner demons and demonic calling, you could also run with Fell Sunder and Fell Might. When it gets to fortified weeks, I call this build the key trash killer. What I do is I take out all my nether portal points. I throw them in Infernal Command, 2 in there, 1 in Fell Sunder, 1 in Fell Might. Inner demons and demonic calling still intermittent swappable. It's based on your personal preference. I mean, to be fair, I like to have one in each, so I have access to the abilities. Although I'm not too fussed about demonic calling, I prefer getting in the demon procs, but it does seem like the top keys are at least running a point in inner demons for the instant dreadstalker. More instant casts are quite nice for us as demo locks, so you know, it just shaves off like 0.3 seconds and whatnot. It will help us. When it comes to consumables, you got of course your feast that gives primary start. There's this haste food here, timely demise. You can get it for doing some Tuskar quests or something, renowned summon or whatnot. I don't know, who cares. Flasks, I'd advise Fire of Elemental Chaos. Pretty decent. This is good for your lower keys and whatnot. When you get higher, Tepid Versatility will do you. Verse, while it isn't our desirable stat, will give us a damage reduction, which will be very nice. And high keys, because there's lots of damage going out. And even though we are warlocks, like, reduce the pressure on your healer anyway. Like, it's just for the best. When it comes to gear and stats, here's my character. It ain't perfectly geared. So, you want to be running your 4 set. Ideally, you want as much haste out of your set as possible. I know the 4 set ain't great, okay? You don't, as a demo lock, you don't really have to care about 4 set. It does give you an upgrade, but it's pretty small. It's nothing to really go die hard fret about. I'd focus on other stuff, such as the 2 raid rings. We've got Filial Duty, and then there's the Diurnus ring that will do proc damage from your fire. Shadow Flame damage can proc this, so your Demon Bolts, your Imps, your Demon Fire, all that stuff, and your Dreadbite too, I believe, shadow damage, so that'll proc it. When it comes to trinkets, for passive trinkets, get the Incarnate Vault icon, whatever it's called, you know, from Council. That's your best passive trinket. If you can't get that, for lower target encounters, go for the Furious Rage Feather from Noctua Defensive. For higher targets, go for something like Infernal Writ, or better yet, Eye of Scovold. This is great for AoE. Like, if we look at my damage breakdown here, look at that. That's Fell Meteor from Eye of Scovold, and it's it actually out DPS by Pit Lord throughout the key. And you might be thinking, why would I bother running Pit Lord? Because it is legit a boss melter. Pretty soon on TikTok, you're gonna see a clip of me hitting 130k DPS on a boss. Quite casually as well. I'm not actually going that hardcore this season. I don't even belong to a proper guild anymore. In terms of unused trinkets, your best is Glad's Badge of Ferocity. Of course, you want to level it up as much as possible so you can get more primary stat. But if you're not a PvPer, then don't worry, there's still very viable options for you. For low targets, you can get that one trinket that looks like a dragon claw from Alderman, that's it. From Alderman, revamped version. You can also get the Horn of Valor or the Voidmender Shadow Gem. Horn of Valor is, of course, from Halls of Valor. Voidmender Shadow Gem is the one you get from Nuzzle's Dungeon, Shadow and Burial Grounds. When it comes to crafted gear, I'd strongly recommend Elemental Lariat. Great proc, it's overpowered. Definitely throw the 3 sockets on like I haven't done. I'm using pretty cheap gems at the moment as well. You want to be using the Emerald that gives you high haste and then mastery. And speaking of stats, you want to prioritize haste, then mastery. Although crit is widely considered to be equal to mastery, I'd advise simming to see what overcomes the other. And then versatility. Versatility is pretty naff in terms of damage and whatnot, but it will give you survivability. And if you can get like avoidance as well, that's also good survivability. So yeah, you want, of course, your haste enchants. There's the haste weapon enchants. You are going to be one hand offhand this season again. Sedana's Grisly Visage from Shadow and Burial Grounds is a great offhand to get for you key runners. There's probably something else in the raid. I know Rezaget's Claw. I'm fairly certain that's Bisras from the raid. Just don't know the offhand by name. One hands though, I do see quite a lot of guys top of the ladder using a crafted piece, so you can opt for that if you want. Waiting stats on your chest, very good option. Are there any other enchants? There probably is. There's probably like a back enchant or something I've been too lazy to get, but yeah. That's basically the rundown for gear and talents and whatnot. Now let me give you a quick rundown of our rotation. So, yeah, I'm actually going to do the Pit Lord rotation on this AoE scenario, but one thing to notice before I get started is you want Pit Lord for bosses. Make sure you always have Pit Lord up for your bosses. Try to use big Tyrant with your Pit Lord, as you can get a much stronger Pit Lord from it. And yeah, I'd only really use Pit Lord if you can guarantee being able to get well, I don't use Pit Lord on trash if you can guarantee having it back up for bosses. But let's just imagine a scenario where we can play it now. I've got my 2 stacks of Demonic Core from using Power Siphon. I'm going to double Shadow Bolt to open. Now I'm going to Nether Portal, Grimoire Felguard, call Dreadstalkers, use a Demon Bolt, Soulburn, Hand of Gul'dan, build, dump, 5 seconds left, Tyrant, dump, Demonic Strength, big damn. As you can see there, I've got a proc on my Hand of Gul'dan, making it an instant cast. That is from our 4 set. It's quite janky, and it can confuse you with your imps. You want to make sure, get yourself a Demon Timer weak aura. When it's like 1 second left or 2 seconds left, you want to blow them up. Or if enemies in a pack of like 20% HP or something, go for it. You're going to kind of have to judge like the percentage values based on the level of key you're doing. But yeah, that pretty much is for Demonology. If you're not playing with Nether Portal and you're doing that variant I showed you earlier, then you're just doing your bog standard Tyrant setups, which is going to involve your your Grimoire Felguards into your Dreadstalkers, and then doing 3 shard Hand of Gul'dans. If you can squeeze an extra Hand of Gul'dan in below 3 shards, then yeah, go for it. But make sure you get your Grimoire Felguard and your Dreadstalkers in with your Tyrant. Soulburn, you might be wondering, why would I use it if I'm not playing Nether Portal? Because if you do use it, you can... Not only can you get an instant gateway, but you can also get a higher heal on your health stone, which is absolutely amazing. Those 2 uses alone make it worth it for me. Anyway, that is going to conclude my guide. Good luck, and go get KSM, boys. Peace.